I'll be presenting is study strategies for academic success. And I apologize for my voice. I kind of lost it yesterday, so it's a little bit raspy today, but I will be leading this presentation on learning how to learn. So what is a learning style? A learning style is refers to how people learn new information and solve problems and process new information. There is going to be, actually, never mind, sorry. Okay, so there is no best way to learn. Everyone processes information a different way. No learning style is superior to other styles. So if you have a study style that's kind of different than someone else's, that style might work best for you and might not work for someone else. So it's best to kind of learn what way you learn to kind of best like learn how to study best and get your to kind of achieve the best results. So during this workshop, you will learn about the different learning styles, identify your own personal learning style, and learn how to use a particular style to benefit your educational experience. Okay, so the three basic types of learning style is visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Yeah. Visual, you learn from information being presented in a visual format, such as written words or pictures, while auditory learning is learned from information presented in auditory language or format, such as talking or like watching YouTube videos. And kinesthetic learning is best from hands-on learning experiences, such as like going to an internship and learning skills that kind of force you to do the skill instead of just like reading about it or hearing about it. And what are the benefits of knowing my learning style? Knowing your learning style, you can take advantage of your highly developed areas to improve your academic performance, or you can avoid problematic situations or target areas of improvement, and this will lead to you being overall more successful. And then learning style study tips for visual learners, understanding concepts by seeing them and learning new concepts by watching demonstrations, such as on YouTube or study videos that your teacher upload. Those are all visual learning tips. And then auditory learners, you guys learn the best by hearing the information out loud. So maybe like reading the directions over and over again, or if you're like learning a new skill for like clinicals or like nursing assisting, reading out the steps to the skill will help you learn and kind of retain that information. And then kinesthetic learners, you understand and process the information through actually performing the skill and doing it, kind of like being more hands-on and doing the actual skill itself. And then effective note-taking methods. Before class, you can read ahead and jot notes down first, or you can before class, you can read ahead and jot notes down yourself. And then during class, you can stay focused and kind of hear what the lecture is about and what the teacher is saying, and jot down any new information that might come up, or any like important information that your teacher kind of highlights during the lecture. And then after class, you can kind of review your notes and see what you learned before class and kind of like compare that with what you see during class. And then improving memory. To improve memory, you can try grouping, rhyming, spelling, narrating, or mind mapping or linking. For grouping, I usually like to group information like by the category and topic. So if there's like a specific topic and there's multiple like vocabulary words that go with it, I would try to group that into one, and I learned that way. Or you can try like rhyming and creating like a little riddle or a little rhyme to go with it. And then spelling, I like to write down multiple times like vocabulary words and their definition to kind of get it stuck in my brain. And then reading faster, you can read the table of contents / introductory blurb, examine the layout of the book, use a finger to guide your eyes, and practice makes perfect. And then reading comprehension, the SQ3R, which is survey, question, and then the 3 Rs, which are read, recite, and recall. You can write a short summary or an underline. And for the S, the survey, you skim the text and you find the main ideas and you ask yourself, what can I learn from the text? And then the question is, think about what you already know about the topic and what do I hope to learn from the text. And then the 3 Rs, starting from read, is to look for answers to your questions. Recite, consider what you want to learn from the reading. And then recall, reread your notes and link the information with your own experience. So you kind of like base what you're learning to what you are experiencing in real life. So that makes a connection to kind of make it stick in your brain. And then test taking strategy, there are notes. Show up early to class to kind of get like the most information you can out of the lecture, or you can ask your teacher questions, easy questions first, and then focus on what you did well. If you take a test and you don't do quite well, but focus on what you did do well and set that aside from what you didn't do well. Separating those two, you can kind of see like for the next like big exam, what you don't really have to study on and what you kind of have to focus more on. And then math/science strategy, show up to class, organize your notes. Note cards are a really great resource. Create cheat sheets and make a practice test. And then online classes or exams, buy books or resources right away so you can kind of be more motivated to stay active in the class. Plan for 8 to 15 hours a week. Find a quiet study area. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination is the devil. I know that a lot of people tend to procrastinate, but try to set like a schedule or like a routine or use like a planner to kind of keep yourself on track. And then test anxiety. I know a lot of people go through test anxiety. A bunch of my friends do as well. It's kind of helpful to kind of like visualize your success, praise yourself, focus on your test. If you're kind of tense, just try to relax and create a study plan. Visualizing your success, like you can kind of see if you studied enough to see yourself successing. If you praise yourself, you can kind of be more confident in your skills, and then focusing on your task will eventually lead you to a good like test score as long as you focus and you study well. And then some discussion questions you think of in class you liked. Oh, sorry, this is discussion question. Think of a class that you liked the most in high school or college. What was the compatibility between your learning style and the teaching style of your instructor? What was your attitude about the class? And think about the efforts you made in the class. Was this related to your attitude towards the class? And then analyze your answers. What can you do to improve your learning in future courses? So if you guys want to go through these questions and kind of think about it more, I'll post it in the chat as well. And then I think that's it.